Hey guys, welcome to Insane Jane. It's Anna. Today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. I haven't done a video in about 8 months. And really I have no excuse other than pure laziness, and I just haven't had anything real go on in my life. Today I'm shooting from inside my car because my sister's inside, and I know once I start this video I'm going to have a hard time finishing it. So I'm trying to get away from all distractions. It's not working. I'm distracted by the little things. I was playing for my phone case for maybe an hour out here. I don't know. But today my video is about something that almost everybody goes through, and just how I'm handling it. So this morning I got a text from my best friend who has been planning to move for months now. Actually more like a year, honestly. But she's moving about 8 hours away to Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, not directly in Kansas City, but one of those towns around it, to go to college. I chose to stay home and go to college. Now, I'm a year older than her, so my decision was before hers. And so we joke all the time about how she's getting back at me for moving 30 minutes away my senior year of high school. Well, when I moved, we still saw each other all the time. Now, she's moving, and we're probably not going to see each other except a few times a year. And last night we got into this really big fight, and thinking back about it now, it was really over nothing. I guess we're just trying to push each other away so her moving will be less difficult on each other. The fight last night kind of opened my eyes to what was really going on. We were texting a few days ago, and she was pretty upset about the fact that she's moving. She doesn't want to, even though she knows she has to. But she was upset over the fact that I wasn't upset. And I told her it was basically because I don't think it's hit me yet that she's moving. I don't really think it's sunk in. Truth is, it has sunk in. I've cried almost every night for weeks. I haven't told her, and I know I should. Of course, she's going to see this video and know what I really think, but in my opinion, moving away from your best friend is one of the hardest things you can go through, because you don't have to go through it a lot. I mean, sure, when you're in elementary school, you had friends move away and stuff, but you never really make connections with people right up until you're about my age. I'm going to be 20 next month. Sorry, there's a fly in here. Go away. Okay, I think he's gone. But, I don't know how to handle it. That's the thing. We went to the movies the other day, and we saw Mamma Mia 2. And I am absolutely in love with that movie. I went and saw it 3 more times. But as we were leaving the theater, she hugged me and said goodbye. And we didn't think we were going to be able to see each other again because I went to Pennsylvania for a week and she was supposed to move in that time. Well, it turns out that her apartment wasn't ready, so she got an extra 2 weeks here, which is an extra 2 weeks that I got to be with her. But I actually haven't seen her at all. I don't really understand how to process it. And it's really not something you should ever know how to process, because nobody wants to go through this. It's hard and lonely. Because honestly, she's really my only friend. I mean, I have another friend, but it's through her. So really, the other friend and I, we don't talk unless it's through her. Like, she went to the movie with us. Other than that, I don't think I've ever hung out with her before. I mean, just random occasions where she's come over to Kelsey's house just to hang out with Kelsey, and I just happen to be there. And so, not only is this a scary thing for her, but she's leaving behind everybody she knows. I mean, her mom is moving with her, but I mean, who wants to say, hey, My mom is my best friend. Yeah, I still live with her, even though I'm 20. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Nobody. When you're 20 years old, you want to say, hey, I've got a great life. I've been engaged for a year, so we're about to get married. I'm not planning on having kids for a few more years, but whatever happens, happens. It's in the Lord's hands. You almost always have a house on your own, or at least you're in college and you're on your own. I still live with my parents. I've got a mom and stepdad, and then I live with one of my sisters. I'm in the middle of 9, so there's no point in time when I'm ever living with my entire family. But it's just one of those things that you don't want to have to process. And I know this video probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense to people, especially if you haven't gone through this. But in my personal opinion, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. And I've almost died several times. It's just one of those things that you can't really talk about with somebody because the person you want to talk about it with is the one that it's affecting more. And I realize that she's probably going through so much harder time than I am right now because she's the one actually moving. And it's hard. I know I'm being very repetitive by saying that, but it's just a very hard thing to process when you don't know what you're processing. I love her more than anything in the world. We've been best friends for about 5 years now. I've been there through breakups. I've been there through friends who have called her bad names and stabbed her in the back several times. And she knows exactly who I'm talking about, because I guarantee she's going to watch this after this and then laugh about the crazy cat lady. Well, the thing is, after you go through all this with a person, you don't want this person to ever leave because you're so close. And if you're anything like me, you have a very, very hard time talking to people. And once you do talk to people and you get more comfortable with them, you don't want to start anything new because you're afraid that you're going to be one of those people that gets left behind. And unfortunately, in this situation, I am being left behind. And again, I am not blaming her at all. I understand that this is something she needs to do. But at the same time, it hurts. But we've been through everything together. Ex-boyfriends, friends. We even went to a funeral together that was for one of her exes. And that was hard. Especially since I used to be extremely close to that family. And in high school, we kind of drifted apart. She was the only one that stayed there for me through everything. Not a lot of people realize what they have until it's gone. And it's not because they knew what they had and just took advantage of it. It's they knew what they had, but they never thought they'd lose it. Honestly, when I think about it, when we first became friends, we were in 8th grade. I was in 8th grade, she was in 7th grade. But we really never thought for 1 minute, hey, this might end someday. You know, you meet someone, you become friends, you think it's going to last forever. It never happens that way. Unfortunately, it really doesn't. Everything ends sooner or later. Whether it's from a stupid fight or somebody moving away, it happens. I hate to say it, but it does. And so I guess this is my goodbye to her. I'm of course going to say goodbye to her in person, obviously. But this is going to be something that she can look back on and know that, hey, I do care about you. I'm going to miss you more than anything. I'm going to miss your cats. She has a crazy obsession with cats, and I bought her a cat for her birthday one year. She's absolutely insanely in love with this cat. I will put a picture over here somewhere of her cat. She has 2 cats, but this cat was very special to But, Kelsey, I love you. I'm going to miss you. I hope everything works out for you. I mean, we're still going to talk a lot. Probably not every day, because we don't even talk every day now. But I'm never going to forget about you. Ever. I love you to death.